Coming up on our final edition of 2 Alive News, we'll have all the latest headlines from around the world and the First Coast. We'll also have breaking news on the disappearance of Captain Scott Spiker, who disappeared many years ago in Iraq.
We'll also give you your latest 5-day forecast and more weather news. 2 Alive News in HD starts right now.
Live from 2 Alive in Jacksonville, you're watching 2 Alive News HD, the First Coast's first newscast in high definition.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Megan Mosier. Thanks so much for joining us on the final edition of 2 Alive News HD. Currently, we are following the breaking news of the disappearance of Navy Captain Scott Spiker. The Department of Defense has announced this morning that the captain's remains have been found in the Iraqi desert. Spiker has been missing since the first Gulf War began in 1991. He was originally listed as deceased, but has been listed as missing as well for the past 2 decades. We are following this story closely and will give you more details as they become available. Now, turning to politics, the race for several seats in Jacksonville is now heating up. With the passing of State Senator Jim King, the City Councilman Art Graham is ramping up his campaign to fill that seat. At the same time, Atlantic Beach Mayor John Meserve announced that he will be running for the seat vacated by Councilman Graham. Mike Warner of Atlantic Beach will be running for his city's mayoral position. We're going to get a short break with 2 Weather Now is next. You're watching 2 Alive News in high definition.
You're watching 2 Alive News HD, where news comes first for the First Coast, with Megan Mosier, Patrick Ammons, Chief Forecaster Nick Lully, and Sports Director Vinny Lully.
And welcome back, everyone. I'm Nick Lully. We're going to be talking about what you're going to be seeing in the next 5 days. Now, here on the First Coast, we're talking about more, I guess you'd say average heat. We're not going to be seeing anything close to 100s, only low 90s as we actually start off the work week on Monday. We're going to be seeing a temperature of 91. Rain changes kind of in the middle, so some of us in Jacksonville will be getting that rain. But as we move further into the work week, very similar conditions further into the week. Actually, low 90s for Jacksonville proper, and still just rain changes Tuesday, Wednesday, over the hump day into Thursday and Friday, approaching the weekend. Still low 90s, but average rain changes. So it looks like a good bit of us will actually be seeing a lot of rain this week. Some of us won't see any rain at all. Well, that's it for your weather now. Let's go back to Megan at the news desk.
Thanks, Nick. Over the next few weeks, we'll be transitioning into a new look as well as a new name. We will become 2 News Now in order to reflect our focus at news at our fingertips whenever you want. You'll be seeing more of that in the next few weeks. And I'm Megan Mosier from all of us at 2 Alive News HD. And as soon to be 2 News Now, have a great week.